Hi everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans, where we travel with Ambassador Cruise Lines from Newcastle down to London. We'll show the entertainment venues, the food venues, relaxation venues and everything that you can do on a one-night cruise with this British no-fly cruise line, Ambassador Cruise Lines. Hi everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans. This is our embarkation day with Ambassador Cruise Lines. We're travelling on Ambition. We've just arrived here in Newcastle. Check out last week's video, be in the link below. And we are off to London Tilbury on our one-night cruise and grooves down to London. Are you ready? First though, it's time to tell you how we got to Newcastle and the process for printing our tickets and what we packed in our suitcases. Hey everybody. So I'm just about to start packing now for our Ambassador Ambition cruise, which is going to take us for one night. We board the ship at 11:40 a.m. tomorrow, which is a Friday in November, hoping that we can get there because it's still snowing here in the West Midlands, and then we'll arrive the next day into London Tilbury's cruise terminal for around 1 p.m. So come with me as you'll find out everything that you'll need to pack. So it's always very funny because Dan tends to put his stuff out that he wants packing. I take it all out and do it again. But it's only one night, so we're taking a formal suit as it's a smart night. Then just some casual clothes, nice shoes, and we're just taking our small case and a rucksack between us. So say hello to Caleb, everybody. He's just making sure we're just printing out our documents. So it's going to be boarding card, it's going to be our luggage labels, and you can download these from the Ambassador app, or you can also get them on their website. We purchased this HP printer. It's really good just for printing things out ready for our cruises. It costs $34.99 on Amazon, and it's printing directly from my mobile phone, so no need for a computer. Hello Caleb! So even though we are travelling light, I always pack some essentials that never leave my case. We have the Fire Stick. If you want to watch something on the TV, you'll always pretty much find whatever cruise, hotel or anything you're using, you can plug one of these in. And if you're abroad, you can also watch TV at home. So when I did my recent Arosa River cruise, there was no English channels, but with this bad boy you can. A lanyard supporting the Arosa brand from a previous cruise. We've got our luggage labels. You can buy these real handy kind of plastic covers to go on all of your suitcases from Amazon. We're not getting funded by Amazon, by the way. Hey. Motion sickness travel bands. I do get seasick. A little oat milk because we don't drink dairy milk, so it's always handy just to take a little bit with you. Passport's really important. Power bank. Just universal charger. This is just European, but it always kind of comes in handy. USB always works out well. Motion sickness pads. And our Echo 5, we plug it in and use it as an alarm clock. So those are really key essentials that kind of never leave the suitcase, apart from obviously the milk gets replaced when we need it. We took a local taxi to Birmingham New Street train station, where we joined our cross-country Super Voyager 221 class up to Newcastle. Check out last week's video. We covered a full review on this journey with cross-country trains by Aviva, including all of the food, drink and everything you can expect on your long distance 3 hours and 26 minute train journey up to Newcastle. It was great to be back in Newcastle, having done city tours previous that year. We visited Granger Market, which is a Grade 1 listed building, opened in 1835, and it was almost a time warp stepping back how to shopping and trading used to be. It was a beautiful place before we then made our way outside to have a look at Newcastle's Christmas market. Make sure you check out our very first vlog. We covered Birmingham's Christmas market. Is it worth visiting? Newcastle is better. From here, we jumped on Newcastle's confusing metro system, where we missed our first train because we couldn't understand how the trains worked, and not long after a taxi ride, we get our first glimpses of our Ambition cruise ship, built in 1999 in France, operated by Ambassador, the warmest welcome at sea. She had operated under various cruise lines, including Carnival Corporation, until 2022, where she was took over by Ambassador. She had an extensive refurbishment, but before she entered service, she actually acted at a floating hotel on behalf of the Scottish Government. Hi everybody, welcome to our room tour. We are on Ambassador Ambition, staying in cabin 9012. It's forward on the starboard side, deck number 9. Here we find Anunu in his natural environment. Hello. Well, how are you finding it so far on board?
Very good.
Checking very quick? Like the cabin?
A bit small, but it's okay.
I thought a bit small as well. So we are located in Newcastle at the moment. We do have a nice little window. We have nice curtains. So we'll open these up so we can enjoy the view. There we are. So first of all to note is the cabin doesn't have a double bed. We did actually book a double bed online, but I'm sure I'll be able to move the beds together if I'm allowed. Will I be allowed? So we have our 2 beds which are located here. We have lights, we have light switch to switch off. That light's just located there. As you can see, the cabin is quite small. We have the TV on. Our muster drill is at 1:30. We have our beach towels located in there. The room's quite warm. It's really cold outside. We've had snow, but the AC is there. We're travelling quite light today. We just have this small suitcase and a rucksack. Let's have a look what we got. We've got a hairdryer with European socket. Then we have, very importantly, teas and coffee. We've got some glasses down there and a bottle of water. If you want the bottle of water, it costs £1.85. We charge to your room. I bet you that's just tap water. It looks like tap water. So then we have one socket that's located here. Kettles, cups are nice and clean. I have Jetly tea. 3 sachets of sugar to last the whole cruise. And then Dairy Bakes coffees. A selection of stuff. Some literature, with like a little bit of literature. There's me. Hi. Then hidden is, this is where you'll find your plug socket. So we have a fast charge USB-C. We have USB-A, 2 UK sockets, a light switch, and a European socket. So it's good we bought our stuff. How's the room tour going for you, Bubba?
Yeah, a bit cold still.
When it comes to welcome literature, we've got all the information here. And we are in the Holyrood restaurant. First sitting, which is 5:45. 5:45! That's very early for dinner. On to the bathroom. You'll be pleased to see, unlike our last cruise on Azura and the cruise before that on Discovery, no clingy shower curtains, so that looks very good. We have Taylors of London toiletries. These are the same that Warner Leisure hotels use in their standard rooms. The toilet, we have the toilet flush. Don't get putting any foreign objects down that loo. It's not for them. We have some nice cup holders. Wow, that's actually really nice. It's a really nice glass. And we've got our normal towels here. If you want to have a shave, there's a shave socket just there. We have cupboards. We also have the laundry bags. Let's have a quick look at those laundry prices. There we are. But we ain't going to need no laundry on one night. Are we going to need laundry?
No, not for one night.
We've got our drawers. Oh wow, those seem old. Then we have the main closet. Our Ambassador do 45 night cruises. Would this be good enough for a 45 night cruise? I don't think so. The all important life jackets are just there. Our muster station is on prom deck 6, so that's where we'll be heading. But for now, that is our room tour complete. So welcome on board, we're ready, and let's get the cruise underway. In next week's episode, we'll go through all of the literature and also our bills and tell you how much we spent on this cruise. I also forgot to mention there is a safe in your room, it's free to use, and the bathroom really was a great space. Ambassador is equipped with 3 swimming pools on board, but these are filled with cold, filtered salt water, so wasn't in use on our cruise. Next it was time for dinner and we will rate all our food 1 to 10. There are a number of eating venues, but we headed to Borough Market where there's a great selection of vegan and vegetarian options. You can also eat outside on deck, it's covered and heated. However, the vegan and vegetarian options was quite poor and lacked flavour. Hello everybody, so we've just been to the Borough Market buffet on our embarkation day. We have a Nunu, we have some house bubbles. I'm currently having the vegan curry with some fries, a bit of fruit, and over here we went for chicken and gravy, and he even managed to get the gravy in the cake. So just having some of this curry, it's really nice, it's full of flavour, some nice chips, fruit looks good, and we've got some bubbles. Whilst the curry was nice, the chips were very poor and quite cold. Bread roll was a bit of a surprise and was really nice, and the fruit was okay to say the least. But what really impressed me was the wine. The House Bubbles at £4.25 was exceptional, one of the best sparkling wines I've enjoyed this year.
Will be sat in a broadcast display as all guests who join the Ambition today at the port of time are required to assemble at their muster stations. Attention Ambition crew, all guest muster station personnel and stairway guides. The guest emergency drill will take place at 1:30 today. All crew involved in today's drill should be in position wearing their life jackets in 15 minutes time.
Yeah, that's the kids' pool on an adults only ship. Say hello then, Nunu. Hey. You got some nice house wine? So we are currently located on deck 12 and this is a splash pool. We are situated in the River Tyne, ready to start our cruise and groove down to London. And for those fitness fanatics, make sure you get your 5-day. It's very important to get your grapes or apples or other kinds of variety of fruits. But 10 laps around the ship. After lunch we continued to check the outside space before our muster station at 1:30 and would be setting sail at 2 PM. So this is deck 11, this is where your hot tubs and everything are. You can see just down there. This is deck 12 where we are standing. You can go further up, but the back of the ship is closed due to high winds, and there's the Tyne ferry just going across. Our muster station was complete, the captain introduced himself, and it was time for this old girl to set sail along the Tyne, making a journey out along the North Sea, where we'd run past places such as Scarborough, along the Lincolnshire coast, and eventually up the Thames to the Port of London. As we was travelling in November, the ship was decorated for Christmas and really added to the sense of occasion, making a lovely festive welcome, and we enjoyed our stay. The atrium located in the heart of the ship had a lovely reindeer and was surrounded by one of the many bars where you could just look out and enjoy life. We had around 2 hours until we needed to get to dinner, and we went down to the spa, which in our opinion was the best part of the ship. The fitness studio on board Ambition. Great views. There we are. It's a lovely little size gym. This is all part of the spa facilities. Scales out, see how heavy I am. Reception's just there, and then that way is through to your relaxation room and finished sauna. The ship didn't have a hydro pool, but the sauna was absolutely spectacular, and with this great view it was a great place to watch the world go by. Dan made great use of the relaxation room and, as you could guess, was sound asleep. Being over 24 years old, there was a few technical problems. The shower seemed to always be on and the aroma room was out of use, but still a beautiful space. We was very relaxed, but it was time to get out of our day clothes and dress to impress for our night clothes, as we enjoyed our beautiful evening with all the entertainment and eateries the ship had to offer. We wandered the ship a bit more before dinner, including making our way out to prom deck to look at the sea conditions as we was travelling in Storm Bertie. We was really lucky that our cruise went ahead because the cruise after ours wouldn't. Whilst watching live music, we enjoyed a pre-dinner drink in the Clifton bar and also had a check out at the games room and also had a quick look again in the atrium to look at the Christmas decorations. We spent around 15 minutes queuing for dinner, which wasn't very good, and tonight we was eating in the Hollywood restaurant, which is one of the two main dining rooms on board Ambition. We were situated on a table of 6, so we didn't do any filming, as a little awkward with the people next to us, but dinner overall was really good. Unfortunately, the rest of the food that we ate on Ambition wasn't to the same standard, and breakfast and lunch in the main dining room is half buffet and half table service, or at least that's what we thought. Dan enjoyed his steak, which was cooked how he wanted it, but it was twice the size of everyone else's on our table. I enjoyed a curry, which was the highlight of all of the food I ate on board. We both had soups to start with. Overall, we was impressed. However, that said, it wasn't intimate as we was on a big table of 6 with people that we'd only be with for one night, but to end the meal, the cheese board, if you can call it that, was okay, and the wine served in the restaurant was also good. And that's it for this week's episode. Join us for next week as we'll be going to the theatre for the night. We'll look at all the drinks on board, including the onboard wine bar. We'll enjoy the rest of our evening before we arrive on to day 2, where we dock at London's Tilbury, but making sure that we find time to use a spa before we say goodbye to the vessel. And that's it for this week. Be with us for next week for the concluding episode, where we'll also tell you how much we spent on our one night before making our way through to Barking Riverside for our Uber boats journey into central London. We'll see you in the next video.